What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB video, and today we're going over my MLB power rankings for the next week of the MLB season. These rankings are as of May 30th, 2022, the morning of May 30th, 2022, I should specify. We're going to be talking about all of the changes that happened this week, a little bit of a shakeup. We got a new team at number 1, a few new teams in the top 10, as well as a lot of shakeup. We even have a new worst team in baseball, so both the bookends are changing. A lot of stuff going on. Before we get into the video, hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe for daily MLB content. I'll be honest, I have been slacking a little bit on the videos, but I will have a lot more out this week. I already have a bunch of good ideas, so without further ado, let's get into the power rankings. All right, like I said, we have a new team at number 30. That is the Kansas City Royals, one of the worst, or the worst team in all of baseball at the moment, in my opinion. They've won just 2 games in their last 10. They have just not been playing very well. Very easy team to beat. Pirates do move up a little bit. Actually, I think the Pirates stayed exactly where they were at. You know, we kind of know what we're getting when we play the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're the exact same team. No big stars on that squad at the moment. Hopefully they call up O'Neal Cruz and change that a little bit. Shout out to David Bednar, though. That man's been killing it at the back end of their bullpen. Just above them, we got the Cincinnati Reds. They're playing as like a 500 baseball club right now, which is a lot better than they started the season out. Obviously, they were in the basement for a while, but moved all the way up to 28. I'm very proud of them. Little golf clap for the Cincinnati Reds. Good job. Just above them, we've got the Oakland A's at number 27. Same kind of thing. All of these teams in the bottom 5, we kind of know where they're going to be at. The Kansas City Royals just were a little bit worse than these other 4. And then the Detroit Tigers at number 26. I think they're the best team on paper. That's why I have them at 26. However, they have been playing very, very bad this season. Okay, coming in at number 25, we've got the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs, they're just not a very good baseball team. Overall, I really don't like this team. They have not been playing very well. I think they're 5-5 in their last 10, but somebody's got to be at 25 when it comes to these teams. Just above them, the Washington Nationals, also playing 500 baseball, but they've been doing it against much better teams, in my opinion. They did hold their own against the Dodgers. I believe they took 1 of 3 in that series, which is really nice to see, while the Cubs are down here getting beat up by teams like the Pirates. Just above them, we've got the Colorado Rockies. Colorado Rockies, first off, their City Connect jerseys, absolute heat. Just want to throw that out there. Absolute heat. I love them. Top 3 for sure. I'm going to have a City Connect jersey ranking video coming out this week, by the way, so turn on noties. The Colorado Rockies, the baseball team, though, not very good. They did drop down quite a bit. I think I had them at 19 in my last power rankings. Definitely dropped down quite a bit. They are last place in the NL West at the moment, just behind the Arizona Diamondbacks. I will throw in, though, the Diamondbacks have lost 4 straight, which is the second highest losing streak in the MLB currently. They have not been playing very good baseball. However, as a whole body of work, I think they've played a little bit better than the Colorado Rockies. Rockies are in a very bad downward spiral at the moment. Just above the Arizona Diamondbacks, we got the Baltimore Orioles at 21. They've been playing 500 baseball, but against really good teams. They held their own against the Yankees. They held their own against the Rays. They hold their own against the Red Sox. Overall, they have been a very annoying team to play so far. My Angels had a tough time with them. Pretty much every team that's played them has been given a run for their money. All right, next up at number 20, we've got the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners have had a very tough start to the season overall. They did move up a little bit because they did take 1 from the Astros, which is really nice. And I think they've had a really tough schedule up to this point. So I really do think once their schedule starts to get a little weaker, they are going to progress a little bit. I think they will be fighting for a wild card spot come the end of the season. Just right now, I would put them at the number 20 spot. Obviously, my Angels have been struggling too. They're going to be heading to Seattle at the end of this month. A little nervous about that series. 5 games in 4 days. Just above them, the Miami Marlins, very much struggling at the moment. The Marlins have just not been getting it done offensively. The pitching's been okay. A little bit of struggle around, but Sandy Alcantara still looks like a Cy Young candidate. By the way, my Cy Young candidates heading into the year, Sandy Alcantara and Justin Verlander, looking chef's kiss, fantastic right now. So the Marlins, I really like this team. I would love to see them in the top 10 at some point this season, but right now they are playing like the 19th best team in baseball. Just above them, the Cleveland Guardians, about the same, 3-7 in their last 10, have not been playing very good baseball. The pitching has been a little disappointing in my opinion. I obviously knew the offense wasn't going to be very good, but I've actually been a little impressed by the offense this season with the resurgence of guys like, obviously, Jose Ramirez is phenomenal. Franmil Reyes is starting to get it going a little bit. Not really amazing, not Franmil Reyes numbers, but a little bit better. And guys like Stephen Kwan, Owen Miller, they've been doing very well as well. Just above them, the Texas Rangers, very scary team, man. The Rangers scare the crap out of me. They can hit like crazy. They are one of the more underrated teams in baseball, off to a very slow start, but man, they're creeping up there. I could see them in the top 15 next week for sure. Just above them, the Philadelphia Phillies, not doing so hot at the moment. Now, over at number 15, we've got the Chicago White Sox, of course. The Chicago White Sox, probably them or the Detroit Tigers have to be the most disappointing team of the season so far. They have just not gotten it going. I don't know what's wrong with this team. I don't know if they need to make a trade deadline acquisition. We heard at the beginning of the year they were close to acquiring Frankie Montas. I think that could be very helpful for them. But honestly, their bullpen's been pretty weak to start the year. Two of the bullpens I thought were going to be some of the best in baseball were the Angels and the White Sox, and both of those bullpens have been struggling massively so far this season. Same thing with the Mariners. Their bullpen's been struggling a lot as well. So all these teams with a lot of big names have not been getting the job done. So hopefully the White Sox can start getting it together. Just above them, we got the Atlanta Braves at 14. They've been playing a lot better baseball as of late. Still a little disappointing so far to start the year, but they started slow last season, and look what happened then. Just above them, the Boston Red Sox. I almost forgot what team that was. The Boston Red Sox, man, on fire right now. On fire is an understatement. They have been tearing the cover off the baseball, and that's what they have to do if they want to win championships, if they want to make the playoffs. So I don't know. The Red Sox starting to heat up. If those bats stay hot, man, we saw what they did last year in the postseason. If they can out-hit their opponents, they can be a very, very dangerous team. Just above them, the San Francisco Giants, a little disappointed in this team. Hopefully this is as low as they get on the season. Hopefully this is rock bottom for them. But man, the Giants have had a rough go of it. I believe they just got swept by the Cincinnati Reds, if I'm not mistaken. No, they did take the game yesterday against the Reds. They scored 6 runs in the 8th. That's what happened. So overall, almost got swept by the Cincinnati Reds. I can't keep them in the top 10 if that's going to happen. So Giants at number 12. Just above them, the St. Louis Cardinals. I feel like I've had them at 11 the entire season so far, and that just feels like where they're at. They just feel like a number 11 team in baseball. They win the games they need to. I don't know. Overall, just not a... I don't really know how I feel about the Cardinals. They just feel like a number 11 team. Tell me something different in the comments if you disagree, but I think they look like a number 11 team in baseball. Okay, here we are. The Los Angeles Angels at number 10 just got finished getting swept in 4 games against the Toronto Blue Jays, and I'll probably have a whole rant video coming out on this later tonight. I don't think I have time to record it this morning, but man, that was an ugly series. The bats were doing okay. They scored a lot of runs. They scored 10 runs yesterday and still lost. It's just the bullpen, man. The bullpen blew every single one of those games. The starters did fine. I guess Shohei had a rough start. He gave up like 4 runs. Sandy had a rough start yesterday. But overall, man, the starting pitching kept us in these games enough, and the hitting was very, very good. But my God, the Angels, man. They are struggle busting right now. They've lost 5 straight games, the biggest losing streak in all of baseball right now, followed by the biggest winning streak in all of baseball with the Toronto Blue Jays at number 9. Sorry, they have a 5-game winning streak going, while the Angels have a 5-game losing streak going. The Angels are heading to New York, so we'll see what happens there. And then the Toronto Blue Jays at number 9. Very good series. They hit like crazy. Okay, gotta tip your cap. Gotta tip your cap. Absolutely. Very rough series for the Angels. Just above them, we got the Minnesota Twins, and the only reason I have the Rays above the Twins, I actually think the Twins have been playing a little bit better baseball this season, but they've been playing it against much weaker opponents. They're playing, feels like every day I see them, they're playing the Kansas City Royals, they're playing the White Sox, who have been terrible this season, they're playing the Tigers. That whole division is very weak and very winnable games, so overall, I think the Rays have had a tougher schedule, so I'm putting the Rays at 7 and the Twins at 8. Okay, and at number 6, we got the same team we had last week, the Milwaukee Brewers. Actually, I think 4 through 6 all stayed the same. The Brewers, the Padres, and the Astros, all 3 of these teams playing fantastic baseball right now. Teams I would be scared to play. Personally, I do think that it's very, very close between the Rays and the Brewers, but I have the Brewers having the edge because of the better record they have so far. We'll see what happens when the Brewers start playing some real teams. I know they did play the Padres and had a pretty good series against them, so we'll have to see, but this is how I feel currently right now. It feels pretty confident, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. And the final 3 here, we got the New York Mets at number 3, and number 2, the New York Yankees, and number 1, the hottest team in baseball right now, now. The Los Angeles Dodgers won 8 of their last 10. They have the highest run differential in baseball, almost double the second place team, the New York Yankees. Yankees got a 71 run differential. The Dodgers have a 119 run differential. It is absolutely mind-blowing. The Dodgers are playing like they should be on paper, and that is a scary, scary sight to see. We'll see what happens. They do have a little bit of injuries going on, especially in their starting rotation and bullpen, but overall, man, they've just been tearing the cover off the ball when they need to. They've been pitching well when they need to. They're just a very, very good team, and easily the best team in baseball at the moment. Let's take one last look at numbers 1 through 30. Okay, here we got numbers 11 through 30. If you do want to take a screenshot, post it on social media, roast me, whatever you want to do, just get one last look at it. And then, of course, we have numbers 1 through 10 right here. Dodgers at number 1, Angels at number 10. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If it's a W, if it's an L, if I should have had somebody lower, somebody higher. I feel like my Angels bias might have shown off a little bit, keeping them in the top 10 after that disgusting sweep by the Blue Jays. But overall, I think I'm pretty confident in these rankings. They feel pretty good to me right now. As you guys know, my power rankings change on a weekly basis based off which teams I would be most scared to face. And when I see two teams that are very close to each other, I kind of put them in a one-game series, see who I think would win that series, and that's how I do the tiebreakers. So those are my formulas. That's how I go about doing it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and of course, don't forget to subscribe for daily MLB content. I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.